What's going on, y'all? It's your boy QUP and my pal Derek Dunn. Initial thoughts coming out of the press screening for They Will Kill You. Derek, what'd you think?
Gory, bloody fun. I'm happy the trailer doesn't really reveal what it's actually about, but yeah, a lot of fun. Highly recommended.
Dope. Yeah, I checked out actually 20 minutes of this at BlurredCon. It was fire. They actually moved some of that stuff around, so it was kind of out of sequence. But my thoughts, fire. I thought it was great. I love Zazie Beetz. I crush on Zazie Beetz. Ain't no lie. She's fly. But it's, to me, like that action horror, not really horror, but action horror, like cult type video game. You know, the one of them joints you would hear about, like, it don't make no damn sense, but it comes out fire. But we're going to have a full review. Check out my man, Derek Dunn, and his thoughts over at Reviews and Dunn. And, of course, you're on NRW. Look for our full review. Nerds Rule the World. Peace.
What's up, y'all? NRW, Nerds Rule the World, back for another review. Joining me for this one, I got my man, Derek Dunn from Reviews and Dunn. How are you, sir?
You know how I do, man. Blessed and highly favored.
Let's go. All right, man. Well, there's a new film that's dropping this weekend. Actually, tomorrow, as of this recording. I'm excited to talk about this one. Let's get right to the trailer, and then we'll come back with a little bit of background on it. And then as we do our review, let's talk about They Will Kill You. Here we go.
The Virgil was built in 1923. Today, it's one of the most exclusive buildings in Manhattan.
Hi, I'm the new maid.
With such wealth comes the expectation of the highest quality of service.
It's a lot of lux.
This building is a temple to Satan. Each month we must pay with a human sacrifice. Tonight, you are the offering. Gotcha. The building was designed to be a death trap.
Our offering is on the loose. Be on the lookout. I just dropped her picture in the group chat.
Fuck you.
No, fuck you.
No, bitch. Fuck you.
Fuck you!
I don't know what is going on in here. But Gray, I am in a forgiving mood. Who the fuck are you?
Where did you learn how to fight like that?
Prison.
All right, let them try. They Will Kill You. Arriving in theaters March 27th as of this recording. But before we get into it, let me get right real quick. All right, as I said, I had to get right. You were probably wondering, whenever I do these reviews, I'm repping the poster on the back. Had to bring it in there, so I feel better. You know what I'm saying? I felt out of whack. Anyway, it's probably because I was taking a look too long at Zazie Beetz. But anyway, I got my man Derek Dunn. We're going to talk about the cast, the crew, real quick before we get into our review. The director on this is Kirill Sokolov. He also co-wrote this script with Alex Litvak. Producers on this, because it was heavily promoted in the promos and the trailers. not too many people you probably know, but one that caught my eye, and I had to just double check real quick because his name was prominently out there, was Muschietti, Andy Muschietti, who gave us Mama, along with some other folks. So that name was dropped a lot in some of the trailers. So I was like, I got to throw that name in there. Star of this, the one and only Zazie Beetz. We got Heather Graham in there, Patricia Arquette, Myha'La, who I think she's in Severance, and she's been in a bunch of other projects, playing the younger sister of no, she's in Industry. That's where I know her from. She's the younger sister of Zazie. Spoilers there. My apologies. We also got Tom Felton, but you'll learn more. You're gonna understand. We're gonna get into a little bit, and by the time this drops, the film is already out. So I'll still be careful with the spoilers. But that's your cast, your crew in brief. But as I always say, man, it takes a village to make a film. So shout out to everybody on this project. So the synopsis on this, without hopefully spoiling, although I kind of gave you a little one right there. As you saw from the trailer, Zazie Beetz, she's visits this hotel. She has her own like mission that she's trying to, do. And it's a little bit of a, her versus these people that inhabit this hotel. And as you can probably tell from the trailer, some cult-like festivities going on. Maybe it is a cult, maybe it isn't. I don't know. I don't want to spoil. But there you go. It's like a revenge film. When I was thinking about it, and when I was talking about it on the radio on WTOP-FM, y'all, if you're in DC, I described it as a Sam Raimi meets Quentin Tarantino, and this is their love child. Is kind of what this was. This is like a grindhouse. It also like a video game type of film that's just wild out. It just has all these different things about it: the action, the horror, the comedy. But it's something that you'll enjoy, or at least I know for me as a young kid, I enjoyed in regards to like action comedies. And yeah, but let's get into the review. So that's your synopsis, because I'm already all over the place. I'm not feeling right, y'all. I didn't start with my background. Let me throw it over to Derek Dunn. Before you saw the film, my man, when you saw the trailer, or actually, I don't think you saw the trailer because you and I follow each other on the socials. I think you went into it without pre-existing knowledge. So what was the vibes without seeing any of the other stuff before you watched the film, Derek?
So the vibe was, I kind of knew what to expect. Until folks started talking about it, I really didn't correlate how close it came out to the Ready or Not sequel. We probably gonna get into this later, so I don't think it was some type of conspiracy. You being a filmmaker, you know that all the time, movies that have the same plot come out back to back all the time. That said, though, I expected a grindhouse feel, violence with comedy, silliness, but fun, and something that's nice and short, which this one is.
All right, yeah. I've been hearing the comparisons even beforehand, but everybody's making cult films. They're talking about cults and stuff in films, because if you're living in America right now, there's a cult and they're called MAGA right now. And anyway, we're against that shit, or at least you should be, but we won't get on the political soapbox right now. So yes, we have our girl Zazie trying to go against this cult. But for me, I saw the trailers. We did a reaction here on NRW, and then BlurredCon invited me out to interview Zazie, talk about the film, as they had a panel there for it, and also screened 20 minutes of the film. And let me tell you, Derek, man, I was loving it. I was locked in already from the trailer, because again, I love me some Zazie, and just the premise. I love the idea. The notion of what the story was gonna be was already in there. And then when I saw the 20 minutes, although I will tell you that it didn't run in sequence. For the most part it was, but there's parts of it that they kind of edited it out, because I thought it was like literally the first 20 minutes, but they made some changes so that it wouldn't spoil for all of us that only saw the 20 minutes more of the premise of the film. There was some plot stuff that they covered up, but I was locked in, man. That whole opening thing where she arrives at the hotel and then kind of makes her first few kills, Derek, I was locked in. So let's get into our review, Derek. What were your thoughts coming out of it now, man?
This was a blast. A lot of fun. Violence, profanity, plot twists, a good performance by Zazie, as you and I were speaking after the initial screening, the thing about Zazie and the entire cast of Atlanta, they're in a position to where they can do whatever they want to do, and they're not necessarily chasing paychecks per se. It's actually, you can tell that they're all for the art. Because with Zazie, she was just in the little scene, The Dutchman from January, which was kind of a heavy drama, and then she goes to this, and it's like a total 180, playing them differently. And again, as I was alluding to when you and I were talking after the screening, I was hoping that Deadpool Wolverine would like blow her up, and she'd kind of be, I guess, the next black girl, kind of how they did Zoe Saldana back in the day. But Zazie's taking a different route, so it was good to see her having fun. Good to see her, letting her, pardon the pun, hair down, and just kicking all kinds of ass and doing it so gracefully. While, quick spoiler, avoiding plot armor. Like she's kicking ass, but she's also taking a hit. And I think one of my favorite shots in the film was when they're in the air vents, that chase sequence, just the way they shot that without, overdoing it. It's just like the way the camera was following the antagonist and Zazie's character and giving us like both viewpoints. So yeah, this is highly, highly recommended. A lot of fun. Only 95 minutes. Gory, violent, just classic grindhouse throwback vibe. And as my man was alluding to earlier, what they showed at BlurredCon, after kind of the first big fight sequence, the twist that it takes, like, I had no idea that was coming. Like, no idea. And the way that Patricia Arquette comes in and delivers her little thing, you're like, oh yeah, this is going to be like a lot of fun. So shout out to Patricia Arquette too. Good to see her back in horror after so many years.
Yeah, yep. All right, yeah. Patricia Arquette, Heather. No, it wasn't Heather Graham. Was it Heather Graham?
Yeah, Heather Graham.
Oh yeah. Heather Graham. Yeah. Again, yeah. Outside of her, Myha'La, who I've been a fan of with some of the other stuff she's done. She's a rising up and comer herself. But yeah, Zazie, man, I've loved her choices. Again, a lot of the Atlanta cast could have done whatever they want, but they do themselves, and that's what I appreciate. They're not just in it for superstardom, which they can grab, but they're just in it for the art, and they're making correct choices. I feel, and I don't know about you. I didn't see that one film that you mentioned, but she did Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die recently as well, and was amazing in that, opposite Michael Pena and I'm forgetting all the rest of the cast. Yes. But yeah, she was wonderful. But she's always been a superstar, man. She's got a lot of range, and she can command the scene. And this really proves that she's an action superstar. She can take it. She went, did a lot of her stunts. In my interview with her, she worked with fight choreographers, got trained up, and got real physical with that when they flew out to Africa to film it in Cape Town. Yeah, man, she flows with this film. The camera loves her. She can pull it off. And just the ensemble, the storyline, again, for me, gave me Raimi vibes, gave me Tarantino vibes, gave me video game classic vibes. This is going to be a cult classic in more ways than one, and in regards to the cult that's going on inside it. This was great, man. Yeah, I had a lot of fun, and I hope we can go back into this universe again. And I hope the team that they put together for this, whether it's in canon and storyline, I like these characters. And I think as a creative and a filmmaker myself, and as a writer, there's a lot more stuff that they can go back into, either prequel wise or continuing on from here if they so choose. I would love to revisit this world, man. Any last thoughts, Derek, on They Will Kill You?
Just go see it. Support that black girl magic that Zazie's given.
Let's go. I agree completely. Black girl magic, Zazie Beetz, Myha'La, Tom Felton, Heather Graham, Patricia Arquette. Just a great cast, man. And so shout out to everybody that put this together. Those are our thoughts on
the one more thought. So with,
go ahead, man. Yeah.
It's always kind of good to see Tom Felton too, and if he's an asshole, like out, if he's hard to work with, because he could have easily had a lane as a antagonist playing bad guys from Harry Potter to Rise of the Planet of the Apes, and then it's kind of just like he'll do stuff big and then he'll kind of just fall to the wayside because he has that whole tech bro, frat bro persona while still having a little bit of muscle mass. So yeah, Tom needs more work as a bad guy, in my opinion.
Awesome. Yeah, he was in another film recently. I was trying to look real quick that I saw. Fackham Hall. Hilarious. That was a great comedy. I don't know if you've checked that out yet, Derek. I think it's streaming on HBO Max, I want to say. Great comedy. Britcom. And he's an asshole in that. But yeah, I enjoy Tom Felton as an asshole because he's got a very punchable face. But anyway, I hope he's a good guy, but I don't know. But yeah. They Will Kill You, y'all. Those are our thoughts. One of my favorite films of the year, I gotta tell you. And again, great talking to Zazie. Go check out my interview with Zazie Beetz. But yeah, man, good times. It's one of those films you want to see in the theater. I also got to say that and promote that personally because I love the theatrical experience. And a film like this really gets an audience going. There's a lot of like, oh my gosh, like you felt the vibe with this. So I highly recommend checking this one out at the theater. Before we get up out of here again, Derek, how can people check you out with what you got going on? And I don't know if you're putting out a written review for They Will Kill You, but how can people check you out, what you got online?
Yeah, review is posted on reviewsanddone.net and then YouTube channels, Reviews and Done. So I'm everywhere. Just search for Reviews and Done and you'll find your boy.
There you go. That's my pal, Derek Dunn. Go check him out. Support him. You're on NRW. Again, go see our review. Well, you're on the review tonight. Go see our interview. Again, y'all, I'm off today. I'm sorry. Go check out my interview with Zazie Beetz. Go check out all of our other amazing interviews. And yeah, there you go. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Am I on drugs today? Am I wrong? Is Derek wrong? Are we both wrong? Do we love it enough? Are we putting enough promotion in this? Do you want to see a They Will Kill You too? Do you have a storyline idea of where they can go from here? Let's talk about it because I got some thoughts. I would, again, I'd love to come back to this universe. One of the best films of the year for me. All right, that's Derek Dunn. I'm Quee P. Nerds Rule the World. Bye.